Okay, we've all been there. You know that sinking feeling, that absolute dread when you realize the water is, well, it's just not going where it's supposed to. A plumbing problem can bring your entire day to a grinding halt. So today, we're going to unpack that frustration and figure out the difference between a quick patch and a real, actual solution. Let's get into it.
First up, that sinking feeling. Before we even talk about fixes, let's just sit with the problem for a second. That immediate, frustrating moment when you just know you've got a problem on your hands.
I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Whether it's that greasy water in the kitchen sink just sitting there after dinner, or the shower pooling up around your ankles, or, and this is the absolute worst, a toilet that's just not cooperating. It is a universal moment of pure, oh, come on.
And let's be honest, it's not just a small thing. It's like they say, when a drain stops, you need a fix that is fast and reliable. It can totally derail your morning or even shut down a business for the day. But here's the thing. That problem you see, that standing water, it's usually just the tip of the iceberg.
All right, section 2, beyond the surface clog. So what is really going on down there? The gurgles, the slow draining, those are just the symptoms. Now let's look at the root causes hiding deep inside your pipes. And this is where it gets really interesting. You see the slow drain, and you just think, ugh, a clog. But the real culprit is often years of stuff building up. We're talking about all that cooking grease that hardens up, mineral scale from hard water that basically turns into concrete inside your pipes, and just a nasty mix of hair, soap scum, and whatever else gets down there. A real fix has to attack that, not just the water you see on the surface.
Which, brings us to that critical choice. We've all faced it. Do you reach for that quick, off-the-shelf chemical fix, or is it maybe time to call for backup?
Man, this quote really just hits the nail on the head. Those chemical drain cleaners, they seem like magic, don't they? And yeah, sometimes they give you a little temporary relief. But what's really happening is they're just burning a small tunnel through the softest part of that gunk. They don't touch the hardened buildup on the pipe walls. So you're not actually solving anything. You're just kicking the can down the road.
It's really this simple. Pouring chemicals down the drain is kinda like taking a cough drop for pneumonia. Sure, you might feel a tiny bit better for a minute, but you are absolutely not treating the real illness. You're just clearing a little path while ignoring the massive hardened crud on the sides that's just waiting to clog everything up again. Maybe even worse than before.
So what's the alternative? Well, when you call in a pro, you're not just getting a bigger bottle of something. You're investing in a completely different, much smarter process for getting the job done right and for good. You can see the difference right here. A pro doesn't just guess. They start with diagnostics. Sometimes they'll even use a tiny camera to literally go inside your pipes and show you exactly what the problem is. Then they can identify the real root cause, use the right high-powered tools for that specific blockage, and, this is key, focus on prevention so you're not calling them again in a couple of weeks.
And why is this whole process so important? Well, for homeowners, it's about peace of mind. It means fewer surprise clogs, fewer headaches, just plumbing that works. But for a business like a restaurant or an office, the stakes are way higher. A professional fix means you're keeping things sanitary and, maybe most importantly, you're preventing that costly downtime that comes when a bathroom or kitchen is out of commission.
Okay, so you're on board. For a real lasting fix, a professional is the way to go. But how do you pick the right one, especially when you're in a panic? Let's break down exactly what you should be looking for.
Think of this as your checklist for making a smart choice even when you're stressed. You want someone who gives you a transparent estimate and communicates clearly before they start working. A really good professional will actually walk you through what they found, maybe even show you the camera footage and explain why they're recommending a certain fix. But above all, you're looking for a partner, someone who's focused on a long-term solution, not just a quick patch.
So, the next time you get that all-too-familiar sinking feeling from a clogged drain, just ask yourself this one question. Are you about to put a temporary bandage on this problem? Or are you ready to invest in a real, permanent solution that actually solves the root cause? Because that choice, right there, is the difference between a little temporary relief and true long-term peace of mind.